What's up, buddy? It's Vman1313 and welcome to today's little I don't even really know what to call this little experiment. I'm gonna say this is my fiance's 2019 Subaru Crosstrek, and I'm gonna close this so you don't see what I've got in here right now. And I just thought that I would give you a quick idea or overlook of what I would do and what I will be doing if I was going to have to camp in this, or if I wanted to go camp in this. Long term would be difficult in my opinion, unless you were just having to. If it was just a must-have, must-do type thing. But yeah, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, and even if this is all you got, this isn't bad. So I'm gonna start right here in the cockpit. This is what we call the cockpit. I'm a short-term camper. 7 days is the most I've ever camped out of a car, and that was a whole different thing. I'll throw a picture up of what I was using. That was camping. That was for fun. That was enjoyable. That was not for everyday use. But in the cockpit, I don't have much going on right now. I would probably have some kind of silky saw, air checker, an air pressure checker. I would have gloves. I would have just a few things that I usually carry. They sit right in there. Things may be in there that I would have, but for the most part here, I don't have anything going on. Now, behind the driver's seat, I have some window coverings, my little tent, pop-up tent for a shower or for bathroom, for privacy, to change clothes, whatever we need like that. And then a toilet, foldable toilet. And in those nooks and crannies, there's a few things in there, but I have the toilet paper, and I have the toilet bags that go with that. I have a little shovel. All that stuff is all in there. The toilet paper usually sits right here, a little bag that I can pull out, because sometimes you don't need to pull everything out. You might go to a restroom. I take my toilet paper because just in case they don't have toilet paper there, that's what I use. Usually here we have sunscreen, but it's winter time right now, even though you could use it. And miscellaneous things like that, sunscreen, bug spray, that kind of thing. Up here, what you will see is a little bag, and in here would be my clothes for a week, and laptop or tablet in there. That sits on top of this. This is the kitchen area. This can go sit in the bed, which we'll look at in just a second, and this would open up. I don't have it full yet with all the things, but you can see my little stove is in there, and in here I would have all the things that I would need for camping and such. And as well as I usually have it where it's all pantry over here, and then all the cooking ware and stuff like that, and then the stove sits on top, and that's how that goes. I have a little table that I usually carry. It's not in here, so check, I need to put my table in, and that could just sit right here. It's just a little folding table, can sit right on top of there. Between that, I would suggest having always bungees and things to keep things from rattling. So if you're going to be driving for a long time, bungee everything down so it doesn't rattle, doesn't come flying at you, and it doesn't make noises. Make sure you buckle everything down. Still got a little bit of room there. Table is what I'm missing, just to remember. And so yeah, you got your clothing and some of your entertainment, and then you got your kitchen and your dry foods in there. We come around to the back, and what you see here would be a storage unit that I wouldn't put things that you need a whole lot in there. You could put either your clothes if you wanted to change that up, or you could put just things that you would normally not need that much in here. Those are the things that could go there. And then I got a little tiny fridge that can be open, and I can pull out whatever I want, and closed. If I need to pull it out further to get something else out, I can. You can either do that. Again, this is not for full time. Now, if you're full time on, and you can't help it, some of the things you're gonna have all the time in the world to go get food at the grocery store. So it's not like you're going to need 7 work days worth of food to carry with you. When I go on my camping trips that I go 2 to 3 days, I take everything with me that I can. I have a hammock for chilling out. I have a chair for sitting out, very important. And again, missing the table. The table could sit in here. I have the room for it. This could slide, but again, suggestion, hooks, bungees, cross it so this doesn't rattle around on you, doesn't come flying at you, this and that. Bed. Having a bed that's already made is wonderful. There's a lot of times where you see there's a bungee, not a bungee, a strap here. I can fold this bed back on itself to make like a little roll. My sheets aren't on here yet, they're getting washed right now, but I'll make the little roll, and that gives me all the room up there that I need. Again, if I wasn't camping every night. If I was camping every day, I think I would leave the bed always set up. And actually, again, you have all the time in the world. Go to a park, go set everything up, get everything ready, eat your dinner, do your thing, and then go find your boondocking spot that you're gonna find, and you're ready to roll. And that's that. You could have a pop-up tent or some kind of tent that you could hang out in for shade, that could sit in here, and then when you're at night you could put it out, or if you're somewhere you can put it on the roof rack. Roof rack to me is a very important thing. I wasn't going over the outside stuff, but we'll talk about that in a second. And then over here I have first aid behind there. I have extra waters. I have hand wipes and things like that all there. The Jackery sits out the battery. This is my battery system for a 1 or 2, 3 nighter. I can use that and it's fine when the weather's okay. Again, miscellaneous things sit in there. Usually, again, sunscreen, things like that. Over here I keep water just because at night if I'm thirsty, the water's there. But yeah, every nook and cranny, and with the seat pushed up, you have tons of room in there. If I was full-time having to camp in this in my whole time, all the time, I probably would have a battery system that's a little bit bigger than the 500 watts. I have one in my other car. If you want to check out some of my other videos, they're not for full-time camping or car camping. They're just like camping, going out for fun, enjoying my time. But yeah, all that's in here is one piece of plywood, half of a piece of plywood even at that. 30 inches wide up here at the front, 26 inches wide going down the back. That's all I did. All the other little cuts that I made are mainly to keep it from bulging you or from bludgeoning you. I cut out I got a video on that, check that out. All right, this is cut number 4. I did the initial cut. And there we go. Nice. Little cutout for the armrest. I don't want it sitting on there. Little cutout for here to give your shoulders a little bit wider. 26 here, I believe. I see a lot of people go 24. Yeah, 26 here, and then 30 up there with a little bit of a cut, 6 feet all the way through. Straight from the Tahoe. All right, let's see. It needs to, it does need to lift up on the back, so just a little bit. Yeah, that's definitely doable. It does need a little lift up here, just a little bit. A couple of 2x4s. Okay, put a couple 2x4s, just laid them in there just to see how it feels. Oh yeah, definitely plenty. I'm only 5'9", so this fits fine. I made the board is 6 feet long, 26 inches at the hips, Look at all the room I have back down there. I mean, I'm a side sleeper, so this might need a little some kind of foam covering, because just might crap on yourself on that. Yeah, let me look at the room I have. And headroom. I just slid the seat up. And this is what I always say: never move your front seat, your driver's seat. If I have to get the crap out of here, I'm not the most nimblest person, but I guarantee you, if I had a bear or a person coming knocking on my door, I could jump in that front seat and get the crap out of Dodge, you know what I mean? So yeah, one piece of wood. You know, you can go to Home Depot and have them either cut you the wood in half. They're not going to do all these little cuts, but cut your wood in half, or just buy yourself some wood. You can have two pieces if it has to be. You know, you got to do what you got to do. So the only thing I put here under it is a 2x4. Again, you'll see video on that. I'll put that up there. And that's it. Simple and easy. Again, if I was full timing, I'd have a bigger battery pack in here, like 1,000 watt minimum, to do your things for at night. I don't have my heated blanket in here. Quick cut in. Power is your friend and also your enemy. Heating's your enemy. Cooling's your enemy. It takes a lot of power to cool down your car, to heat up your car when it's cold outside, when it's hot outside. And those are the hardest things probably to deal with if you're having to do this on a super tight budget or anything else like that. This is a gadget elect. These cheapo Amazon, I just dropped this one. These cheapo Amazon ones are wonderful. They're rechargeable, low, medium, high. They're nice. These are wonderful, and they keep air moving pretty good. You know, you put them close to the window when you have your little shades in, the little vents in, and it makes a big difference. This, on the other hand, you need something pretty big to run this on low pretty much. So the Jackery 500 is my portable unit that usually stays right here. But this is my new thing. This is a 200 amp hour LiFePO for lithium battery, basically. And what I've done, and the wiring's kind of hidden, it goes around. You don't need much to do it. Really, you don't need anything else but this, because this has the USB port, and I've attached a cigarette lighter, so you could just run that thing. It takes about 25% of my battery for 1 day, 1 night, 24 hours, let's say. It was about 36 hours that I ran it, but for 24 hours, heated blanket, my refrigerator, and lights and things like that. That's 25% of the battery, which means that was 500 amp hours that was used up. That means that was my Jackery in 1 night, 1 day, 24 hours would have been drained by the things that I did. This thing gives me 4 nights without charging anything. Now, obviously I can put solar to this. I can charge this off the car. It does pretty good. I don't go long enough, like I said, for 4 nights. This is plenty, because usually I go out for 2 to 3 nights, weekends. And so this does me fine. If I'm gonna be gone for 7 nights, I usually on the 3rd night, or 2nd or 3rd night, maybe 4th night, if it's running low, I'll camp at a campground, plug it in, charge it up, and booyah, I'm back to 4 more days of not having to pay for anything and do my own thing. So this is a different, obviously I'll throw it up on the screen while I'm talking about it, but this is a lot more bang for your buck here. I don't have, if you notice, there are no power plugs here for anything. There's nothing I run that's 120 volt or 110, I guess what they call it, like a house plug. There's nothing I run. 12 volt is your friend. It's a better efficient thing. So your fridge should be 12 volt, your heating, your cooling, everything should be 12 volt the best you can. So just a quick note on that. I have a whole video on this, and I'm making a new video coming out very soon on how I went away from the Jackery into this, and how much this is so much of a better system than that. And it's yeah, there's wires everywhere and this and that, but you know what, it does a better job. So yeah, just letting you know. Again, if you're talking about camping and you're having to live in it, you're going to live a whole different world. And so this is just a basic setup that you could get away with for a little bit of time. Truthfully, you know, you go to a library or somewhere and plug that thing in while you watch some Netflix or read some books or whatever. You know, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. And then I left this up here up front last because it's empty. There's nothing here. Things I would carry here would be some kind of water, a nice jug of water, good big jug of water, good drinking water. Even if you use it for showering, if you use it for washing hands, washing your dishes, whatever, it's nice to always have water. I like buying the big packs of water. I know it's wasteful, but it is what it is. And I can have one drinking water when I need it. Some stay cold, some stay in there at night. You know, if you need to drink, you got to drink. So yeah, my water bottle, my big water jug would be in there. Easy to pull out, or in here with the seat belt on it would be perfect. And you still got room for things to put up here. Yeah, so one of the things I would suggest a big time is one of these, I call them rain guards. That way if it rains, you can still have windows down, you can get air in, you don't, you know, people can get in, whatever. If people are going to break in, they're going to break in, so it is what it is. But have that, and a nice little roof basket would be nice. Most people carry one today, so it's not like it looks too bad. You could put a tent up there, Bungie had a cheap tent to put up there if you ever need it, or even just the storage box thing that people use. That would be a great addition for more storage to get things out of your car, and you're able to do that. That would be the only things outside. Some people do talk about how the air keeps, you know, you get bad gas mileage if you got something too big up there. You could go with a hitch and get yourself one of those things. I know some of people talking, you don't have the money for that kind of thing, but you could put yourself a hitch. If this is going to be your life and you got nothing else, you might have to invest in things like that. You know, go to you can go to a Facebook marketplace and try to find some cheap things like that in order to make your life a little bit better. But yeah, just ideas on a small vehicle. It's not necessarily a Crosstrek. Any vehicle you can do something like this, as long as you can fold the seats back and flat, you know, SUV type thing. This to me would be the smallest, one of the smallest vehicles that you could use for this kind of thing. Part of the reason I made this video is because I've been on a car camping forum, and I was just trying to get ideas on things to do with smaller vehicles and things like that. And it's actually been a little bit depressing and sad that so many people having to do this on, oof, I need tires. Just noticed that this is my fiance's car, so I don't see it as much. Yeah, time for tires. Thanks for letting me know. So many, just a little bit depressing sometimes watching how many people are having to live in their car, not because they want to, not because of fun, because they have to. And so kind of, I think, you know, as I was building this in less than an hour, I put all this together. I was telling my fiance, she was this is her car, she wanted me to do it. And so I'm like, you know, maybe people just lack creativity, and I think some people do, but I think also some people are just so stressed, and it's last minute type thing, that they're not expecting to have to do this, or they have a time frame that they have to be into their car, that, you know, it causes the issues and problems of not having that mindset of being able to think about, you know, hey, all I need is a cheap old thing from Walmart. Put all my food, put all my camping equipment, my food equipment, my kitchen, make something a kitchen. You know, that's my kitchen. This is my clothing and entertainment. There's my bathroom. Everything I need for the bathroom there. Yeah, maybe not a shower, but you can wipe down if you need to. And every so often, you know, go to a YMCA, go to somewhere where you can get a shower. There's the rest of my kitchen. You know, this is not that expensive compared to buying ice all the time, and the pain in the rear that it is to go get ice and ice and ice and ice, and the amount of room that ice takes. People are like, oh, that's a small thing. Yeah, but when you put ice in there, it takes so much room. So it's not really that small. It's pretty nice. Containers, again, keep everything organized, keep everything neat. You still got cubbies for stuff. I mean, I can put, there's my hammock. that can go in there, and it keeps that, you know, have places for everything. And I really just, I felt so bad for the people that have to do this on, because they have no other choice. Some people do it to save rent, and I'm all about that. And I think the mindset of those people is completely different. Whereas you know, they're wanting to do this, so they're kind of excited to do this. They want to save the money, they want to do that kind of thing. And then there's people like me who are out here doing this for fun, and I have the time to just, you know, I took wood that I already had and I cut it, and that's all I did. I would love to make a big old storage thing, but this just shows you how simple it can be and how easy it can be. At night I would turn this, probably my laptop would sit there and I could watch TV, tablet could sit there and I could watch that, and yeah, you know, and I still got room for other things, another storage bin or whatever. So yeah, those of you having to do this with no choice, I feel for you, and I hope the best for you, and I hope this gives you some ideas, and you know, how easy it could be, how simple you could keep it. Hope this helps. For those of you having to do this, again, I feel for you, praying for you. For those of you that do this out of want to, you know, get out of that rat race of the rent, it's fun, isn't it? It's different, and I bet you save a lot of money. And for those of you like me who do this kind of thing for just fun, and on the weekends or in the summer, because I'm a school teacher and I get out, you know, hope this is a easy idea just to get out there for the couple days. Then this can be all taken out in 2 seconds and you're back to a daily driver. So hope it helps. Again, if you need anything, if you think I can help, email me or send me a message. It's Vman1313 out.